Hello everybody. In this video, I'll be showing you how to schedule a Google Meet meeting and how to join the meeting. So what is needed? So Google Meet for a G Suite user is free for up to 250 participants. So most of the time, all your institutional IDs, so the ones that don't end with @gmail.com, but the ones that have your name or your department name followed by @ of your institution name, most of those IDs are G Suite IDs. So if you have a G Suite ID, you will have this option of creating a Google Meet for 250 participants. Otherwise, the participant limit for Google Hangouts is 50 participants. So how should you do it? First, you have to go to your Google Apps, go to the calendar, and once you go to the calendar, you click create, like how you create any event or a meeting. You click create. So it gives you to add the title. So you can call it as pathology class. And here at this add conferencing option. So if you don't have a G Suite ID, when you click this add conferencing option, you will get Google Hangout. Whereas if you have a G Suite ID, you will get the option as Google Meet. So this itself will indicate you whether you have a G Suite ID or not. And below it is written over here up to 250 participants. So here I have to set the time. So I can set it as 12 to 1 p.m. and here join with Google Meet and click save. So that is it. So now I have set my Google Meet conference between 12 to 1 on 23rd. So to go to Google Meet, there are two ways. One is you go to your Google Apps again and you will see Google Meet here. If it's not here, you can scroll down, and if it's not there, you can go more from your Google Apps. So here you can see that when I scroll down, if you have a G Suite ID, it will be written more from G Suite Marketplace, whereas for normal ID, it will be written more from Google Apps. So here I can see Google Meet, so I can click this, or you can type meet.google.com. Both of those will come here only. So whichever is your next upcoming class, it will show when you go to this meet.google.com. So this is my class ID. So if I just click this, it will connect using both your microphone and your webcam. You can switch off your webcam if you want, and then you can keep only the microphone on. And now you can click join now. So until the host joins, the participants will not be able to join. So once you're in Google Meet, you can know if your microphone is working. If you see this next to your avatar, this S, what is written next to that. So if you have set your photo, you can see your photo here. Next to this, if you see this green lines moving, that means your microphone is working. So to see if your webcam is working, you just click this turn on camera and you must be able to see yourself. Okay. So if you want captions for your class, you can click this turn on captions. Present now is to share your screen. So now what I will do is I will join the same Google Meet through my mobile phone and one more browser. So let me just open one more browser and I'll click meet.google.com. So here you can see if you have not logged in using a G Suite account. So here this mail ID is my dummy mail that I created for Google Classroom. So this is @gmail.com. So this is not a G Suite user. So you don't get this option of scheduling anything. You can just join using a meeting code. So the meeting code for this Google Meet classes, it will show on your calendar if I just click it. So this is the meeting code TXN- this one. So you copy it and now I'll paste it here and I'll click continue. So here you can see I've joined in as a user, as a student here. So I'll turn off both the mic and the webcam, and now I will place the student one on the left hand side and the teacher one on the right hand side. So now when the student clicks to join, he'll get this ask to join. The moment he clicks that, you can see that the host will get this message that someone wants to join this meeting, and only after he admits will the student be allowed to join the meeting or the participant be allowed to join the meeting. So he has to click admit. So to just give one more example, I will even join using my mobile phone. So I'll enter the meeting code. The meeting code was, the host should get this message. So I'll click admit. So now you can see that so many people have, 2 people have joined. So here if you click the participants, it will show that you're the host and 2 other students have joined. But unlike Zoom, in Google Meet, each participant can unmute himself. So if the student chooses to unmute, he can unmute, and even the other student with which ID I have connected to through the mobile phone, they can unmute on their own. So it's very important that you first give instructions that everyone has to click on their phone or on the browser. They have to click down, and you can see this turn on microphone and turn on camera. You keep it as off. So if it is off, you will see it being red in color and with this slash mark. So this means it has been turned off. So for the teacher, what I can do is I can turn these controls on. Okay. So now if I want to present the screen, I should click present now, and it shows that you can share your entire screen. So I'll click share entire screen. You have to choose the screen. I'll click the screen and I'll click share. So it is showing that automatically you have started sharing. So if no one else is sharing, all the participants will be able to see your screen. But sometimes what happens is, see, so now you can see here, you will see, so now if you go to people, earlier you were seeing your name and the 2 other participants you have joined. Now you can see 2. One you can see is that is your name. Next is your name with this bracket presentation, and the other 2 participants. So now what the students have to do is, if they are not able to visualize the host screen, they're supposed to click this people icon and pin your screen. So how do you pin? You click the person and you click this pin. So you can see if I pin my screen now, you are able to see my presenter screen. And I'll show you, if I pin the screen of one more student, so now I don't see the screen anymore, though the presenter is shared the screen. So it's very important that you go to people, choose the presenter, and then pin his screen. So once you do that, you can see the presenter screen always. So if only one person is presenting, like it happens in a class, you have to choose your class teacher's name and pin the screen so that this screen continues to remain. Otherwise what will happen is, if by mistake someone presses this present option, for example, I will show by clicking the present option. So that we are all able to see the other screen also. So if now you click to pin the participant screen, so now you can only see, so you can see on my phone actually I am sharing. So 2 people are sharing here. One is the presenter and one more is a participant. So when multiple people share, so you will see that the screen that you see will keep changing. So how do you avoid that? All you do is you click your presenter's name or your teacher's name and you pin that screen. So you have to go to your people, choose the presenter's name and pin it. So now the moment you pin this, all you can see is what the teacher or the presenter is sharing. So how do you end the meeting? So like Zoom, so when In Zoom there is an option or in where you can end the meeting for all. In Google Meeting, however, there is no option to end the meeting. So first I'll just stop the sharing from the teacher screen. So to end the meeting, you just have to scroll down where there is this mute and show webcam option, and you have to click this end. But the meeting will continue to happen, continue to progress until a single participant is left in your meeting room. So what we have to do is, the best way is you ask all the participants or students to exit the room, that is click end meeting, and only then you should close your meeting. So I've asked everyone to exit. So now if I see the people, there is only me in the room. So now I can end the meeting. So this is the only way to end meeting for everybody on Google Meet. So how do you share your meeting ID with your participants? What you can do is, you just need to copy the meeting ID. So go to your calendar, and here if you copy this meeting ID, so this is the meeting ID. So I'll just copy and show it to you. So here if I paste it, so only the second line, so only this is the meeting ID. So if you copy this and you paste it into a browser, it will open up the Google Meet. So if you are sharing it on WhatsApp, the moment you share, the student clicks on this meeting ID, it will automatically open the Google Meet app on the Android device. So as I've already told you, Google Meet on desktop and PC opens inside the browser, but needs the app on mobile devices. So on mobile devices, the moment you click this link, it will automatically download the Google Meet app, and if you have it downloaded, it will automatically open it inside the Google Meet app. Thanks for watching. Click subscribe and click like if you like the video.